Katya Woods, Cup of Soul Show. Hi, guys. Nice to meet you. I
Gotcha.
will say that I love the idea of, I was basically looking at the film. I was like, if she doesn't go to Italy, it's going to be a hot mess, right? But I will say, have either one of you ever thought, okay, if I could just take a month off and go somewhere that I've always wanted to go, have you done it or have you at least thought about it?
I did it. I did it, and I did it in Italy.
Perfect. Did you feel like this movie was a little bit of life and fantasy coming combined?
Girl, you have no idea. Even down to like the villa that we stayed in, our our island kitchen was the same blue color that mine is at home. Like it was just there were so many similarities where I was like, God is winking at me right now and telling me how to learn to let go and have hope. And there were so many moments like that for me.
And Tom, now I was thinking, I was like, he's there for work. He rents the same place, but he's not really taking in the surroundings and everything. What did you think about that? Have you ever felt like when obviously as an actor, you've been away at locations, and have you ever thought, man, I wish I could come back here and just enjoy it and not kind of like do the drive-by tour?
The place that I go to the most often, and I never really take it in, is London, because I'm actually from the UK, and I'm not from London really, but like I go down for work all the time. And then there was one time recently where I really just sort of looked at it and was like, oh my God, London's beautiful. Like it's got some amazing places, and I just never take it in. I'm there all the time, and I completely take it for granted. And I suppose that's Verona for Charlie. I think he's just there doing his work thing, but it never really takes in how romantic and amazing it is as a place. I have to say, for myself, going to Verona, I did not have that experience. I was like completely taken by the place. I fell in love with Verona within a week. I was just in awe of the place. I think it's so amazing.
And the other thing I liked is about, we're having a lot of, I mean, I'm married, so I don't have that issue, but a lot of my single friends, they're always looking for this moment and not realizing that sometimes a person that you may be there for you or could be your mate, may come in a form that you didn't imagine, in a place that you didn't think about finding love. How much of that have you applied to your own life or like with your single friend? Because sometimes you're like, girl, he's a dude. You've met people, you just were too busy, not noticing or being open to that love. Tom, why don't you start?
Yeah, I mean, I've got friends that are always looking for it, right? And I think that's the thing. I think sometimes when you're looking for it is when you never find it, and when you're not looking for it is when you do find it, and you find it in the most bizarre places. I met my wife after I'd gotten out of a long running relationship, and the last thing I wanted was a girlfriend, and that's when she turned up, and I was like, this isn't going to be a thing. Like this isn't going to be a long term thing. And then now she's in there with my kids. So I think that's the thing, when you're not really looking for it is when it happens. So I always say to people, like, just relax about looking for it. Don't worry, it will come when it's ready. It will come.
Yeah, same. I mean, it comes when you're least expecting it. Um, you just have to be open. And I think so many people have this idea and they're like, I'm not lowering my standards. And they have this idea of this is what it's supposed to look like and feel like. But I think so much magic can come from your life when you're open and you're not like, well, this is even just in your career, there's been so many moments. Like I thought I was going to become successful from like dancing or making beats. I thought I was going to be a beat making dancing machine. And I played a non-dancing, non-singing, non-beat making witch on the show. So it's just like, you never know what your direction is going to be. You have to be open because you don't know what's going to come of it. It applies to so many things. Say yes more. You never know.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I had a lot of fun watching the film, and I hope it inspires people to travel a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Thank you.